Everybody, Kaoiji here. Now there's a couple of questions that I've gotten on my live stream, and that's what silver and gold Primm swords are actually used for. And realistically, they're not actually weapons that you want to be using. While yes, you do want to be using them for something, you don't want to be using them as a weapon to be able to go into combat with. So there's really no reason for you to fully upgrade them. Going over the weapons themselves, both of these can be used for enhancement purposes. With the silver Primm sword giving you 600 experience in total whenever you use it on a 4-star weapon, and then a gold Primm sword giving you 800 experience in total for the enhancement process when you wind up using it on a 4-star weapon. Using these is an incredibly cost-efficient way to be able to enhance all of your gear, but it's mainly because of the actual augment that's on them, which is the Asperio augment. Asperio 1 gives you a bonus 400 experience when it comes to the enhancement process, and Asperio 2 gives you an extra 450. The extra bonus from the Primm sword comes from the fact that it is a 3-star weapon, which gives you another extra 150 experience, the enhancement process. And to be completely honest with you, these are definitely things that you want to be using when it comes to enhancing your weapons going forward, as they are the most cost-efficient ways. Now, there is a much more efficient way that I'm going to be going over in a future video, but let's talk about the Primm swords themselves. So the silver Primm sword you want to be using specifically for the enhancement process. However, there is literally no reason to be able to use the gold Primm swords for the enhancement process because they have a much more important use. The use for the golden Primm swords is actually a lot more useful than you might think. The gold Primm sword specifically can be traded in at the item trader in Central City. Once you talk to the item trader, you then hit the item exchange button, and from there you'll be able to trade N grinders for monetite, dualmite, and trinite. But you're also going to see a fourth option for N augmentation success rates plus 10%. Now, in order to get the augmentation success rates, you're going to need 10 Primm swords. Now, these are basically incredibly useful when it comes to the affixing process, especially right now when things are 80 and 90% respectively on their success rates for some of the high-end augments. So that's going to leave the question is, where do you get silver and gold Primm swords? Silver and gold Primm swords can actually be gotten in multiple places. Silver and gold Primm swords can actually be gotten off of silver and gold variant enemies when it comes to things like the combat zones, which are Rezel Forest, Mount Magnus, or Vanford Laboratory Ruins. It can also be gotten over in exploration zones from any of the veteran enemies if they wind up spawning in a silver or gold variant. However, unlike their combat zone variants, if they wind up spawning as a veteran version in an exploration zone, they will generally drop 2 to 3 of the item of their respective rarity. So for example, if you wind up seeing a rare Varus and it winds up being gold, then it'll more than likely wind up dropping 2 to 3 gold Primm swords. This is something to keep in mind because it actually makes it so that way veteran hunting or dread hunting is that much more useful even in future content, especially considering right now the current end game involves a lot of affixing and augmenting while we get ready for the next set of content going forward when things like Gigantics begin to launch and the defense and trigger quests that are going to be happening over the year. So I hope this video was able to help you guys be able to make sure that you don't wind up wasting any of your golden Primm swords. Silver Primm swords are best used for enhancing, and in my opinion, gold Primm swords are best used for augmentation success rate plus 10%. So with that, thank you guys again for watching. As always, I'm going to end the video out here. Stay awesome, stay beautiful, and I'll see you guys in the next video. Peace. I'm out.